Hello, good morning, boys and girls. It's Thursday, the 22nd of August 2019. Good morning and welcome to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire on the day. All these kids on the telly this morning going on about their GCSE results and how important they are and all that old crap. I don't think these results are as important as you think they are. I only ever came out of school with two lower grade O levels, C grades for English and physics. That's all I had, and I've done all right, you know. There's just so much going on, telling people to go to university and get these fantastic results. I don't go along with it at all, I really don't. I think you're better off to go through school and then find out what you want to do and get an apprenticeship and go and learn on the job. I really do. I think there's an awful lot of young people wasting their time at universities. Perhaps people like me, not particularly intelligent people, you know, but I just think that. Anyway, there's a thing in the Daily Mirror this morning which says GCSE Results Day 2019 has finally arrived. That's the other thing. They're all like in these, I don't know, halls and classrooms with their teachers. I mean, maybe it was just for the television this morning. Old Naga was sitting there this morning. I don't like her anymore, I've decided. I don't like Naga Monchetti at all. She's just so far up herself. She don't come across as friendly at all. She comes across as, oh wow, look at me. I'm sorry. What can that other one? Oh, I forgot her name. Every time I forget her name. The big girl with the blonde hair. Oh, not Lucy. She's the weather girl. Oh, blimey. I never remember. The Geordie lass. Can we have her as the permanent presenter on Breakfast Time, please? Her and Carol Kirkwood doing the weather. Fantastic. No, I'm not a fan of Nile. Anyway, this goes on. GCS, they were on the telly, like groups of children with their teachers, and they're waiting for their results. Oh, wow, what do you think of my results? Well, I'm quite pleased with my results. And they're all full of themselves. You know, there's no sort of decorum at all in there. Anyway, it says it's time for students from all across the UK to discover how they performed in the exams. The exams continue to be a major stepping stone in the life of young people across the UK. For a lot of them it is, but not for all. You see, I don't think you should be disappointed if you've got bad exam results. Just have another go. Simple as that. It says recently they changed the grading system away from the previous system. Now, I was watching this on the telly this morning. When we was at school, okay, you did all this work throughout the years. This is back in the 70s, so it's a little bit long ago, okay? You did all this work, and then at the end of it, you all went into a hall, and you sat there, bored to tears. I was. I had no interest academically at all, and I went to a damn good school, let me tell you. You sat in this big hall, and out came the papers. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. You have until 1:30 in the afternoon. And I used to look at that clock. 3.5 hours I've got to sit in there. And then you turn the paper and you start answering the questions. You know, sometimes you turn the paper and you got very excited because it was a multiple choice exam. Now, you would think that's easier, wouldn't you? No, not for me. Tick A, tick B, tick... Well, which one is it? I mean, most of the time I just ticked a box at random, to be honest. I used to sit there for hours. Oh, God. And then if you decided you had finished... I mean, the worst one I remember was the RE exam. I think that's the... Isn't that funny? The RE exam, religious education, which some may argue is a waste of time. I think it adds to your general knowledge of everything. And I just couldn't answer any of the questions. And I think within, let me turn that noise off. I think within half an hour, you know, within half an hour of me starting the RE exam, I'd got to the end of the paper and I decided I couldn't answer any of the questions. And I literally just sat there. You couldn't leave early. Oh, it's awful. But that's how it used to happen. So you do all this work for X amount of years, and then right at the end of it, you'd have this big exam. That's how it worked. Now, I gather that changed. And what happened is that they started marking you on the work that you were doing throughout the year. So, and then you'd have some sort of short exam at the end. I'm not exactly sure of this because I obviously don't have my own children to work from here. But I think that's what happened. Now, it looks to me from the news story this morning that we've gone back to what we used to do in the 1970s. That is, do loads of work and then a big exam at the end. Anyway, so all these kids have come along and done it. And in the Mirror this morning, it says, can you prove that you're smarter than a 16-year-old? Okay? And it's got some questions in there. I think there's only 9 questions altogether. All right, so do you fancy doing that with me this morning and see how unintelligent you really are? I think you might well do, mightn't you? So we're going to do that to start with, and then we've got the raffle tickets to give out as well on the show today. I've got some lovely other bits and bits. It's quite a busy day for stories today. There's a lot in the paper for me to choose from this morning. So we'll have a look at some more of that. Your messages as well. But we'll do this little quiz together. Get yourself a pen and paper. All right? And we'll do the quiz together, but I'll read your messages first, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, I've just been texted from Maureen again. She's still having trouble watching the show. Something to do with her TiVo box and Virgin Media. So there we are. Okie doke. Thank you very much, gang. So don't forget, share the show to your walls. Do feel free to share the show to your walls. I meant to put up the YouTube link as well. For those of you that watch the show on YouTube, you could always share the YouTube thing, but I didn't do it, so I must remember to do that tomorrow. Right, let's say hello to some of you this morning. Shania, once again, that first message coming in on Shania. Oh, it's all go, Shania. Can I just tell you, Shania, you'll get this. On Monday this week, all the organists got an email saying that someone had dropped out. They couldn't do this Sunday. Can anyone help? So I left it a while. No one answered. So I answered, and I got an email straight back saying, oh, thank you, Chris. Yes, you can do Sunday then, and that's it. So I thought, okay, fine. Since then, I don't know if the other organists haven't been looking at the email list coming to all the organists, but there's 2 other people assume that they're going to play, you know. And anyway, this has been going on all week, and I thought, oh, well, I'll just leave it now. And then I put up an email yesterday saying, please, can you confirm who's playing? And the person who organised it said, yes, it's going to be Chris who plays on Sunday. So what up yours, dears? I kept answering these emails, and I don't know if anyone could see them. It was only like the lady in charge who could see them. Whether or not the others could see them or not, they seem to be taking it upon themselves to choose who's going to play, dear. You know, that's outrageous, isn't it? Outrageous. Anyway, so there we are. Good morning to Matthew Van this morning. Morning, Matthew. Diane Jebb, good morning to you. Mike Reese-Ponto, good morning. LaBelle. I am LaBelle's emerald-eyed love monkey. Emerald-eyed love monkey. I love it. Good morning, LaBelle. Hello to the lovely Ray Reynolds. I've got your Yorkshire television logo. Oh, you can just see that, actually, can't you? Your Yorkshire television badge on this morning, Ray. Your little bag of badges is here. Ray got me all these badges, look. They're old ITV things. There's a USA Today one there as well. Isn't that a newspaper, USA Today, or is that one of their morning shows, I would imagine? Thank you, Ray. Good morning to Rachel Wheatland. All those of you that watch the show on the United Kingdom Talk Facebook page will have noticed it wasn't there yesterday. I don't know why, it just didn't go on there for some reason. Okay, it's always a good idea, as I said before, to sort of have 2 of the what do you call them, you know, little bells that go off, or the bleeps, the notification things. Sign up for 2 of them, one on Facebook and one on YouTube, and then you should always get one if one fails. Okay, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK is my YouTube channel there. Please subscribe, all right? Good morning to Karen Brunton. Good morning, young Karen. Long time no see on here. Morning. Adrian Richardson in the house. Morning, Adrian. Joanna there over on YouTube. Joanna, as well as Dr. SOS Gregorian. Morning. 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 He loves the Restream bot. Yes, you can see the Facebook messages, but the Facebook people, for some reason, can't see the YouTube messages. So they've kind of got that half sorted at the moment. I must email them, actually, and mention that to them. Should I do that now while I'm on? I should really do it while I'm on. Do you want to just give us a second and I'll do this? I'm just assuming that Facebook people, actually I better ask you first before I do that. Would I be right in saying that Facebook people can't see the YouTube messages? Would I be right in saying that? If you just come back to us and let us know that, my darlings, all right? Rachel said apprenticeships are the best. I think you can learn and work at the same time. I totally agree. When I became a British Telecom engineer, that's how it worked. I was already in British Telecom. I wanted to be an engineer. It's one of the things I wanted to do, among others. But I didn't have qualifications at the time, so I got into British Telecom to be an operator. And I did that, directory inquiries operator, and I did that for a while, and I stayed with them about 4 or 5 years, actually. And then a job came up, which I applied for, and they took me on, even though I didn't have the qualifications, because I was already in the company. They put me outside with a bloke in his little yellow van, and for 6 weeks I went around with him. After 6 weeks, they gave me a little van, and off I went to do the job. Fantastic. You know, no sitting in boring classes, writing out endless notes. Listening to, you know, boring lecturers rabbiting on and on and on. I can't think of anything worse. Ghastly. Michael, how's Ronnie doing? Just spoke to him on the phone. Not too well, actually, Michael. Not too well at all. He's had another bad night, breathing and coughing away. Over a period of time, he's had a lot of chest issues. He's had a lot of antibiotics, right? And it sounds to me like he's become resistant to quite a few of them now. So they're trying to find the one which is going to cure the problem there. All right. Morning to Claire. She's off to Gloucester this morning with a caravan. Love. Are you a tow away? Are you a tow around caravan, Claire? Oh, I thought you stayed in static caravans. I didn't know you were. For some reason, I didn't know you had a tow around caravan. Isn't that strange? I didn't know that. Or maybe you'll correct me. Am I getting the wrong end of the stick here? Tell me, Claire. We like to know the correct information. Thank you. Good morning to Chef Pilot. Good morning to you over on Twitch. I think you're on Twitch, aren't you? We don't get many viewers on Twitch. So good morning to you, sir. Mike says, was searching channels last night and ITV-BE was your favourite Gemma Collins Diva Forever. No, thank you. No, thank you. I watched one of those on Sunday. Never again. There was. I watched and I'm waiting. Come on, in a moment, surely something of interest to anyone at all is going to happen. No, it didn't. In a whole hour of bullshit. Unbelievable. But that's ITV-BE for you, isn't it? You know, the housewives of Cheshire and Los Angeles and all this old crap. Absolutely awful channel. They can't have that many viewers. I can't believe they've got that many viewers over there. Gemma Collins, Diva Forever, dreadful. Morning to Sneezy Box, morning. I hope you're not sneezing too much this morning. Over there on Periscope. Adrian starts his exam at the moment in McDonald's. How to place an order on the electronic touchscreen system. I believe I've just passed. I've got the other order or fun I'm having. Adrian, I know what you mean there. I went up to the counter in the end. I thought, I don't want to touch this plastic screen. It's full of germs, right? And you can see the people of sort of my age and older. They're there standing at this screen, right, like that. Right, and then following them because I was standing. This is some weeks ago at Skegness McDonald's. We only wanted an ice cream, so we just went to the counter because we had cash. You see, the trouble is with those touch screen, there's nowhere to put cash in. You've got to have a card. Well, we like to use cash. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? So to use cash, you've got to go to the counter and order it, right? So you're watching these old people on there, and they get to the end and they put their card there. We're watching this while we're standing in the queue waiting for the thing. And then some youngster comes in, you know, big girl. She comes to this blooming screen, and it's done. She knew exactly what she wanted to do, just so quick. It's like some of the youngsters doing text messaging. Have you seen them with the two thumbs? I reckon they'll all have rheumatism in their thumbs in years to come because they press those buttons so quickly. Shania, what hymns have you chosen? I've actually got the hymns here, Shania, for Sunday, but I might change them. You know me, dear. I don't like to follow the rules, Shania. So I'm going to have one of them. Do you want to know what they are? Hang on a minute. Let me get them up here. I did get the email. Where is it now? I just need to scroll down. These hymns actually came last week. I think the lady who chooses them has gone on holiday or something, but I often change them anyway if I don't think they're that good. Here we are. Well, she's got for the opening, "Oh, praise ye the Lord." I think it goes a bit high for a lot of the singers, doesn't it, though, that one? Oh, praise ye the Lord, da 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 da, and then it gets the high bit, da 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 da, and I don't think they can get. A lot of people can't get to those high notes. I can't, so we'll probably change that one. Then we've got "In bread we bring you, Lord," for offertory, da 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 da, but it's only 2 verses. Which suits me because I just make up something afterwards, to keep it going while it's doing, all the other little bits and pieces on the altar. So I'll probably do that one, 609, "In bread we bring you, Lord." And then the last one it's got is "The Kingdom of God." Da, 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 that one. So I think what I'm going to do is do the last one first, da, 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 and finish. And they've also just suggested "Hallelujah, Sing to Jesus," which I like. So I like that one as well. So I'll do that one. Oh, I don't know. I'll do "Hallelujah, Sing to Jesus," either last or first, and "The Kingdom of God" first. I'll do "Hallelujah, Sing to Jesus" last. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, there we are. That's what I shall do Sunday. All right, thank you for asking and showing interest. Unlike these other heathens watching the show this morning. Heathens, dear. Heathens. All right, Tommy Flynn, all right, I find that the same with church. It's the Union of Catholic Mothers. Oh, yes, I very much felt shut out of that conversation. No one was answering me. No, they're all talking amongst each other. Oh, I think it's me this week. Oh, well, I'm happy to do it. Why don't you do it this week? I did it last week. Hello? Can anyone see me? Blooming cheek, that's right. All right, let's have a look there. No, Mike says we can't see the YouTube messages. Thank you, LaBelle, Michael. Yeah, okay. So that's it. Rachel, how's your back? Almost completely recovered. Just a slight twinge now. Just a very, very slight twinge. Now, let me just send this thing a message. Morning, friends. With the cross messages, I've been told by my viewers, my YouTube people can see the Facebook messages, but the Facebook viewers cannot see the YouTube messages. Thought you might want to know this. Thanks. Morning, friends. With the bot, is it bots? Is that what it's called? A bot? Is it a bot? With the bot cross messages, I've been told that my viewers on YouTube, they can see the Facebook messages, but the Facebook messages cannot see the YouTube messages. Thought you might want to know this. So there we are. We'll send that. Because we send that not just to help me, but of course to help all the other people. There's lots of other people do their own shows and things like that. Most people seem to... There's very few of these sort of shows around, where some sad old bloke sits on his own in a little room and talks to people. A lot of people seem to stream their video games. I've never quite understood that. So you might be playing, I don't know, Pac-Man or something like that. So you're playing it and then you will send that out as a show. I don't understand the interest in watching someone else play a computer game, to be honest. That being said, my great-nephew George the other day was sitting there watching a YouTube video of someone playing a computer game. So maybe that's just how it is. Oh, they're replying already. Blimey, that's quick. Thank you, LaBelle. Can't see the YouTube comments because it's not YouTube. Yeah, but LaBelle, what's supposed to be happening now is that they've got some bit of software now which allows you to see the YouTube messages. Okay, the YouTube people can now see your messages. they go across to the other message system, but it doesn't seem to be working the other way for whatever reason. So I've just sent them a message now, perhaps because I think that's of interest to people. Although Claire was saying last week she did find it confusing at first. How are you finding it now, Claire? All right, Rachel, you're not watching the fake Chris. Don't worry. Don't worry. Mike's not bothered about seeing the YouTube messages. Okay, fine. Morning to Paul and Lou. Morning to Vectis. Vectis, it's right. You've gone straight. Another lost opportunity. No, I haven't gone straight, Vectis. That was my nephew who got into my Facebook account on Tuesday night, I think it was, late Tuesday night, and stuck up there, I like women. That's called fraped. Fraped. That means your Facebook account has been raped. It's not particularly not a nice expression at all, but there we are. That's what it's called. I was fraped by my nephew, where he raped my Facebook account. It's an awful expression. That's what the kids say. That's what the kids say. Adrian failed to get the brown sauce to my exam of McDonald's. Oh, you failed, mate. Brown sauce. How can anyone eat that stuff? Oh, it's vile. No. Tomato sauce only, please. Tomato sauce only. All right. Mike Wangs, I'll make a good secretary. Yeah, I'm quite quick on the old keyboard. What happened to your back? Were you swinging from the chandeliers again? No, last Thursday I simply bent over to get something out of the car and it went. It went. This happened about 4 or 5 times now, unfortunately. We're not sure why. Sometimes it's very quick. Okay. Right, I've just got a message saying they don't support relay for Facebook channels, so it doesn't work the other way. Okay. Okay. There we are. There we are. That's it. Done. Okay, so it's not going to work the other way, apparently. It just doesn't work the other way. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure they're working on that. All right, so if you're on Facebook, you can't see the YouTube video messages, and that won't happen anyway. Not at the moment, anyway. Yes, so I simply bent over to get something out of the car, and once again, it went again. 4 or 5 times that's happened now. Sometimes it clears up quickly. Within 2 days, it had got a lot better, admittedly. The first time it happened, went on for about 3 weeks, was awful, awful. Morning to Mark Kempner. That's not a nice story, Mark. We tend to steer away from really serious stories, to be honest, Mark, okay? We leave that for the BBC and places like that. But Mark's saying there was another stabbing last night in Trafalgar Square. It seems to go on and on, doesn't it, all this business? Just dreadful, dreadful. Rachel sometimes goes live on Twitch. What, you mean you twitch on Twitch, do you, Rachel? Rachel's telling us all she's got a bit of a twitch. Adrian, the YouTube notice saying that you sometimes takes hours for it to come up. Does it really? That's probably your equipment. Paul and Lou are off to Richmond's Hampton Court this weekend. Anyone been on the boat? Oh, that's a lovely thing to do. I've been on the boat a couple of times up the Thames. That's nice. Of course, you're going in at the other end. It was actually Ray Reynolds who's with us this morning. He told me that if you get on the boat further down, you get a much longer ride. Me and my mate, we did afternoon tea on a boat. Afternoon tea on a boat, which was nice. I don't think the sandwiches keep coming. Not like in a lovely hotel like Claridge's or the Mandarin Oriental or Harrods or Fortnum's. One of those. You go in those places and the sandwiches keep coming until you tell them to stop. You know, on the boat, I think we were given a plate of sandwiches and endless tea. But it was a nice, lovely thing to do. We must do that again. We did that on a weekday afternoon. You see, but myself and my mate, we used to do a lot of things sort of during the week, during the afternoon. It's a good time to do things during the week, really, because you're not so busy at the weekends. Of course, now that I come up here, I can't do those things anymore. Like we might go out to like a garden, or we used to spend a lot of time in garden centres, spending small fortunes in garden centres, and afternoon teas and trips out. We used to do things like that, but now I come up here, we don't really do that anymore. except at the weekends, which is always going to be a lot busier at the weekends, you see. Morning to Brendan Brady fan on YouTube. Good morning. He likes the fact we can see all the messages now. So, as I say, it does work the other way, just not that way, all right? Morning to Roy Brownlow. Good morning, Roy. LaBelle, some of us don't want to play video games. It's more entertaining to watch someone else do it. Oh, so you do that, do you? Do you watch other people playing video games? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Did you know people buy tickets to see teams play video games at arenas? No, I didn't know that. Gosh, so what, you'd have two people, like, I don't know, sitting on a table on a big stage and a big screens, I would imagine, something like that, in theatres? How interesting. No, that really, I mean, it's what you like, isn't it? You know, it's what I like, sitting here doing this. They like playing computer games, so it just depends what they like. Claire walks at Hampton Court all the time. She's been on the boat many times. Lovely, but will probably be very busy at the weekends. Yes, you see, that's the thing. You got, especially now with the children on holiday. Oh my God, it's going to be very busy, I would imagine, this weekend. But I'm sure you'll have a nice time. Claire, are you a tow around caravan then, Claire? Are you I didn't know you were a tow around caravan. I really didn't. Morning to John Aitken. Morning, Heidi's there. She's not feeling well today. Oh, she's tuned in to be cheered up. I shall try and cheer you up, Heidi. We're going to do an intelligence test in a moment. Okay? An intelligent test is coming up. Good. Oh, Twitch is for gamers who go live. Well, I'm on Twitch as well, and this is not exactly a game, is it? I don't know. All right. Okay, doke. Can we do this? I've got so much to tell you today. I had loads of stuff to tell you here as well. Oh, you remember that? I told you yesterday that I'd booked a holiday. I'm taking my niece and her family to EuroDisney, and I'd paid the price. And it was, that's so expensive, EuroDisney. It really is expensive. Anyway, I paid the price. And then the next day, next morning, my niece rang up and she said, I found it a lot cheaper, like £1,000 cheaper by going 2 weeks earlier, right? So she got onto the phone to the company and said, can we change this? Yes, you can change it. We had to pay an extra £100 to change the date. That's with her ringing within 6 hours of having booked. But nevertheless, even by paying that extra £100 to change the date, we've saved about 800 quid. 800 quid. Well, call it 700 quid now that I have to pay £100. But a hell of a lot cheaper. That's all done. That's all done. So we've saved a small fortune. And instead of me paying a deposit, which was about, I think it was about just under half of the total value, it now turns that I've actually paid the majority of the price with only another few £100 to pay in a couple of weeks' time. So that's good, isn't it? So there we are. I obviously didn't do the research too well there. You know, my niece has saved me a lot of money, so I'm quite pleased about that. But those EuroDisney things, apart from paying for the holiday, which is incredibly expensive, there's all these extras you can buy. One of the extras is the Disney meal plan. Now, if you've been with the show for years and years, you will know that I've already been to EuroDisney when I took my nephew and his family about 3 or 4 years ago now. And we had a good time, but we were quite shocked at how expensive it is to eat there. And it really is a bit of a closed shop, right? The whole area is Disney. You can't kind of go, oh, I think there's a McDonald's there. If I remember rightly, there's a McDonald's on the Disney, on that night, oh, what do they call that now? You've got the 2 theme parks, and then there's that like area where all the shops are. Disney Nightlife, and they've got a nightclub and all sorts of stuff there. I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, I think there's a McDonald's at the end there. So you really are at the mercy of whatever Disney wants to charge for their food. And it's extremely expensive. Extortionate. No, it's not expensive. It's extortionate what they charge for the food at EuroDisney. It really is. You can get a Disney meal plan. This is where you pay up front for your meals, and that comes at a price, and there's various different options there. Now, the cheapest meal plan is standard. Okay, these are various different ones. I want to give you these prices here. You can have a standard meal plan, which would include buffet in your hotel, which is, I've had the breakfast buffet. It's nice. There's plenty of food. Go up and help yourself as much as you like. It's very nice food, okay? So you can have that. You would then get, for lunch, a buffet in your hotel and in the parks and Disney villages. Village. That's it, the Disney Village. That's where all the shops are. And one soft drink during your meal. That's going to cost you, right, per person, £34.31. That's for the standard one. So the standard one, it says available restaurants more than 5. So in about 5 restaurants you get to choose from, you can have your meal £34.31 per adult per day or night, whatever it is. Don't you think that's dear? I do. I think it's horrendously expensive. Or perhaps you'd like to go up one, would you? Well, they do the Meal Plan Plus, which gives you a choice at more than 15 restaurants. You get the buffet in your hotel for breakfast. Same with lunch. You get table service, okay, with set menu in one of the places. One soft drink during your meal. That's going to cost you, per person, per night, £48.37. Now, you may be thinking, well, this doesn't seem too bad for one person. When you take a family, that's a different story altogether, mate. Right? So we've got, and for the children, it's £33.42. So let's just take that middle option there, right? So, for example, for me, so there'd be me, my niece, her husband, and 3 children. 2 children, because one's only 2. Right, so that's 48, 40, so call it 50. 50, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 210, round about £220 per day for the meals. You tell me that's not extortionate. It says here that's half board, breakfast and 1 meal, that is. Okay? That's not the full board. Breakfast and 1 meal would be costing adults this is for the middle one, £48.37 per person. So times that by 3. And then children, £33.42. Times that by 2. And we got one who's under 3. That's 50, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 210, round about £220 per day. Shocking. But that's not the dearest one. They also do a full board option. Do you want to know what that is on the standard rate? That, so you get your breakfast, lunch, evening meal. That is £65.96 per adult per day. How on earth did... Well, you know how they get away with it. You can't go anywhere else. If you want to go outside the resort, that's a journey. You can't walk. You'd have to get a cab, or I don't know if buses go there, or maybe there is a very good train network in France, I have to say. You could get on the France and go into Paris and have a lunch in Paris or something like that, I suppose. But then you've got the whole journey. You don't want... You're already in Disney. You're there at Disney to do the Disney stuff. So you're not going to want to leave there and go on a 2 or 3 hour journey to go and get something to eat, are you? It's shocking. But that's not the dearest option. Oh no, the dearest option is the Meal Plan Premium, where you can get dinner at more than 20 restaurants. Buffet in your hotel with Disney characters at the Plaza Garden restaurant, so there's extra there. And everything is ticked there, obviously. You've got character dining, this, that and the other, table service, all these restaurants. The half board price for that, £78.28 per adult per night. Or you can have full board. How much do you think full board is for that? £105.54 per adult per night. That is unbelievable. £105.54 for 3 meals a day. They can't surely sell many of those. My niece has already said, oh, you know, we'll just take some stuff with us, you know, take some cereal boxes. And I said, no, you can't do that. No, absolutely not. No. It's shocking. Now, when we went before, I think we had the breakfast before included in the hotel, as is the case with this one. We found a thing where you get, you know, you pay for your thing, and that includes breakfast. So we've done that. But the other meals we go out and pay for separately. This is not a cheap thing to do, though. You know, as we found out last time, my nephew and his wife, we couldn't believe what we were being charged for meals in Disney. So it's shocking. But if you want if you want the top thing, the premium meal plan, £105.54 per adult per night. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. So Euro Disney is not a cheap thing. It's much, much cheaper to go to America. Once you're there, of course, everything is much cheaper. And the Americans know how to do food. You're never hungry. It's all buffets. Help yourself as much as you want. Fantastic. I can't fault the American way. I love America, the Florida, the going into Denny's in the morning for breakfast, this, that and the other. I love all that. But we're on the Disney resort here, you see, so perhaps that's why. But it is shocking, absolutely shocking. Let's just scroll down to these. Let's have a look. Oh, there we are. Claire. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, let's just go a little bit further. Roy Brownlow, my lads used to earn more money by playing video games online. Oh, is that right? You can earn money on it? I know there was some big competition a while ago. Now, what was it? Fortnite. Didn't some kid earn like millions of pounds in prize money? Good luck to him. Good luck to him. Good luck to him. Claire has a tourer caravan. I didn't know that, Claire. Have you told me that before? I'm probably losing my mind. It's been that going on for ages, to be honest. My caravan is a tourer. We've had it for 13 years and a folding camper before that for many years. Not one of those VW ones with the little roof that comes out. I love those. They're just camp, those little things, aren't they? Was it pink? I hope it was pink, Claire. Can go wherever I want and it doesn't cost that much. I love it, Claire. I didn't know that. For some reason, I thought you just booked static caravans, the same as I do. LaBelle, the video game tournaments, people make a decent living just by playing video games. Well, I didn't know this. Is there a Pac-Man one? Maybe I can take that up. Michael, what a bargain. Can I come with you? Hey, you can donate your money saved as the next prize on United Kingdom Talk. No, we'll stick with the fridge magnets. I've got to tell you, I searched high and low for the fridge magnet yesterday here in our Lincolnshire television studio complex, and I cannot find it anywhere. Somewhere in this caravan, and it didn't drop down there, did it? No. Oh, did you see the bald bit then? Somewhere in this caravan is a fridge magnet. It's obviously got stuck to something somewhere. And I brought it in to show you, because some people who are perhaps new to the show won't have seen it, and I cannot find it for love of money. It's a fridge magnet. You don't think I've been burgled, do you? Someone's broken in for a fridge magnet. Disney Downtown, that's it. Disney Downtown. Yeah, that's where all the shops and all that are, LaBelle. Morning to Michael Pullman, morning. Adrian, would you like me to carry your bags to Euro Disney? No, absolutely not. I won't be going on holiday with any friends ever again, my friend. Absolutely, it just doesn't work for me. Doesn't work. Rachel is shocked at the price. I'm shocked. LaBelle, it's a resort theme park. It's not cheap to feed all of you. It's no different than a cruise. I think it's horrendously expensive. It's not just expensive. It's extortionate, those prices in Euro Disney. Absolutely extortionate, Euro Disney. You could have stayed in New York Centre, Adam says. Yes, you could. And New York, of course, you know, you go to New York. I mean, there's hundreds of places to eat. Cheap, dear. Did you go in one of those pizza places? I can't remember the name of it. Sabarato, something like that. It's got a green, red and white logo. What's the name of that? LaBelle will know. What's the name of that pizza place? Green, red and white logo they've got. That's their colours. Begins with S. Can't remember. I went in there a few times and I made a mistake of ordering a pizza. And the bloke looked at me behind the counter. He said, "What, a whole one?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, most people just have a slice." "Well, I'll just have a whole one." "Okay, if that's what you want." So I went and paid for it, sat down, and this enormous pizza came over. I wasn't used to asking for for food in New York, unfortunately. LaBelle, if you're as an ex-employee of Disney, people don't seem to realise what it costs to run the place and the services that is required and what you all want to have. Yeah, I agree, but still, £105 per person per night. Dear me. John says my niece wants us all to do family holidays next year to Disneyland, Florida. I'm not sure about that. Florida is fantastic, as long as you don't have to pay for all of them, John. that would be very, very expensive. I did have this idea in my head that I'd be able to take the family to Florida, but that's just not in my financialness. I'm afraid that's just very expensive. Morning to Tommy Flynn's coming to Central Station for karaoke tomorrow night. Best be on top. Yeah, but you keep saying that, Tommy. We don't believe you. You have cried wolf too many times, Tommy. You've cried wolf. You see you're going to be there and you don't turn up, dear. Cry wolf. You've cried wolf too many times, love. Sabaros, the armpit of pizza joints. Yuck. I thought it was all right in there. I thought it was all right. But most people in there were, of course, buying one slice of pizza. And a slice of pizza was that big, wasn't it? Oh, dear. Okay. Righty-ho. Now, shall we do the raffle first or shall we do the quiz first? What shall I do? I can't decide. Well, I'm going to do the raffle. Does tend to take a lot of time sometimes. I'll hang around for the raffle. We'll do the quiz first, okay? We're going to do the quiz first and then we'll do our raffle tickets. If you're new to the show, a very warm welcome to you. We're just here for a little bit of fun most mornings, okay, my darlings? We are running a raffle over the next year, actually, at the moment. Each week we have a raffle. The draw takes place on a Monday morning, and you can win a United Kingdom Talk fridge magnet, and if you want one as well, a photograph, a signed photograph as well. And what we do is we give out raffle tickets on every show. So whatever show you're watching, you can have a ticket. No more than one per show, but you can get one for each show. All right? And I'll let you know when you can ask for a raffle ticket. Then just ask, and I'll literally write them out in front of you and put them in the mixing bowl. That is actually a mixing bowl. And then we do the draw on a Monday. If you're watching a recording of the show, you can still join in. Simply email the show, and that email address will be coming up when we do that. All right? Good. All righty. Let's do this little quiz then, and see how you get on with this. And I'll do it as well with you, because I'd be fascinated to know if and it's probably be extremely likely that you are actually more intelligent than me. All right? You got your pen and paper ready? It's only 9 questions. It's only 9 questions. Right then, here we go. Number 1. Work out, are you ready? It's multiple choice. Work out 20%. Don't put the answers up on here, because you'll tell everyone then. Just get yourself a little bit of paper or type it down on a thing or something like that, and then we go through the answers afterwards and we'll see who's got the correct answers, all right? So this looks like it's a multiple choice. Question 1. Morning, Tony Power. Question 1. Don't answer it on the screen, though. Question 1. Work out 20% of 14,000. Okay? What is 20% of 14,000? Is it 280, 2,800, or 3,000? All right, once again, question 1. Work out 20% of 14,000. Is it 280, 2,800, or 3,000? That's question 1. So 20% of 14,000. Oh, gosh. Okay. Right, I've done that one. Have you done that one? Everyone done that one? Mark, have you done it? Just write it down, the answer. There's your first question. Okay. Oh, how do I move on? Oh, I see. Just click that, do I? Oh, okay, so what did you get for that, gang? You can cheat if you want, Rachel. You're only cheating yourself, darling. It's like those people, you know, those people that are on diets. You know, when you go to the diet and all that business, you might go to some Weight Watchers group or Slimmers World, like the one I used to go to, and they go in there, these people that go in there, men and women, they go in there, they go on the scales and they put on 3 pounds. And then they say those immortal words. I don't know how that's happened. All I had was half a sausage roll at so-and-so's wedding. No, you didn't, darling. You've been at McDonald's every day, you fat cow. You are only cheating yourselves. 2,800, most people are saying. Good morning, Ben. Ben Walters, 280, says Ben. Tony Power, 2,800. Roy, Mike, 2,800. Claire, 2,800. No, you can type once I've said, okay, what did you get? That is your opportunity to type. Okay. Heidi thinks it's about 300. The correct answer is 2,800, which I have written down here. Oh, you can't see, can you? It's too bright in here. That's the trouble. Hang on. If I can, no, you can't see it. 2,800 is the correct answer there. Heidi, 3,000. You're not far off it, darling. You're not far off it. I think we'll say that Heidi was correct at 3,000. It's approximate. Well done, Heidi, darling. 2,800, 2,800 for Roy Brello. So you got that one correct. Are you ready? Question number 2. Number 2. Her eyes were diamonds. This sentence is an example of what device? Oh my lord, I have no idea. Her eyes were diamonds. This sentence is an example of what device? Is it a simile, S-I-M-I-L-E? Is it a metaphor? Or is it a homophone? Homophone. Well, I have no idea what that is. Once again, question 2. Her eyes were diamonds. This sentence is an example of what device? Is it a simile, a metaphor, or a homophone? Well, I have no idea. I'm looking at the question. I don't understand the question. Her eyes were diamonds. I can't answer the question. I can't answer the question at all, so I'm just going to click. I'll click an answer there, which is wrong. So nothing for me on that one because I can't actually answer that question. I don't understand the question. Right, what about you? What's the answer, gang? Oh, hang on a minute. It won't give me the right answer now. Hang on a minute. It says wrong. Oh yeah, I've got the answer. There's the answer. Right, what do you think? What do you think? Tony said, no, Tony, put the whole answer, not just answer one or something like that. Heidi says metaphor. John says B. Well, what's B? No, put the whole bloody answer. Don't be so lazy. Metaphor. Rachel says metaphor. Shania says metaphor. Claire says metaphor. Adam says 2. No, put the whole answer, please. Roy Brownlow, metaphor. Joanna, metaphor. Mark, B. No, put the whole answer, please. The answer is indeed metaphor. I don't even know. I told you I'm not intelligent. I've told you that so many times before. All right? No, so that's wrong. Okay, next question. Ready? Ready? Put the whole answer down. Which one of the following statements is true? Number 1. All active volcanoes occur in lines along plate margins. Tony Power, what if we can't spell? Well, don't join in, Tony. You're just being bloody awkward now, dear. Don't join in. Go and write another Eurovision song then if you're going to be funny. Adam, you're a little bit behind everyone, dear. Oh, when it's not a spelling test, just write down and we'll be able to work it out. Right, shall we get on with this, dear? Which one of the following statements is true? Is it all active volcanoes occur in lines along plate margins? Number 2, there are more active volcanoes along constructive margins than destructive margins. Number 3, there are many active volcanoes around the edge of the Pacific Ocean. Or number 4, active. Just write down the last word if you want to. Okay. Active volcanoes are found along the eastern side of North and South America. I'll read it to you again. Just write down. Mike says Adam's copying our answers. All right, just write down the last word of that, okay, to make it easier for you. So once again, which one of the following statements is true? All active volcanoes occur in lines along plate margins. Number 2, there are more active volcanoes along constructive margins than destructive margins. Oh, hang on, that's 2 margins, isn't it? The last two words, okay? So number 1 would be either plate margins. Number 2 would be destructive margins. Number 3, there are many active volcanoes around the edge of the Pacific Ocean. Number 4, active volcanoes are found along the eastern side of North and South America. What do you reckon? I reckon that's plate margins. Okay, let's see what you're putting for that there. John says plate margins. Yeah, John says plate margins. Roy says Pacific Line. Mike says plate margins. Gary Butler, there's a story. I haven't got round to that story, unfortunately, Gary. I've got to get round to that. I've got a smell story for you a little bit later. We'll do that after the raffle, okay? Rachel says Pacific Ocean. Heidi says Pacific Ocean. Adam says plate margins. Roy says a few under your caravan. Mark says Pacific Oceans. I'm going to go for plate margins, okay? Let's see what the answer is. So if I click plate margins, I'm wrong. The answer is Pacific Ocean. Well done, everyone. Pacific Ocean. Keep an eye on your scores. I told you, I'm not intelligent. I'm not intelligent. Not intelligent at all. Next question. Ready? There's only 9 altogether. Oh, yeah, here we go. Identify the regulator for radio in the UK. Okay, the question is, identify the regulator for radio in the UK. Is it Ofcom? Is it the IPCC? Or is it the BBC? Okay. Question again. Identify the regulator for radio in the UK. Is it Ofcom, the IPCC, or the BBC? What do you reckon? I know this one. Joanna Pacific. You've got that other one there, haven't you, darling? Tony's going for the ICPP. Shania says Ofcom. John says the BBC. Adam, iPod. iPod? Where is iPod in that question, dear? Roy says Ofcom, but now it's run by Capita. Adam says IPPC. BBC says Rachel. Mark says Ofcom. Mike says Ofcom. Anyone else? I think Joanna's a little bit behind the rest of us on the time thing. IPPC says Michael. Let's see if we can wait for Joanna's one there. She might not be doing that one, mightn't she? Joanna, Ofcom. The correct answer is Ofcom. Okay, so I got that one right at last, dear. So I've got 2. Did I get 2 right? Did I get the number 3 right? No, I didn't, did I? So I've only got 2 out of 4 so far, so that's not too bad. The answer is Ofcom. Okay, who's the regulator of caravan broadcasting? Oh, that'd be Sylvie. That'd be Sylvie who's in charge of the site. Heidi says Ofcom as well there, so there we are. All right, question 5. Nearly done now. Oof, here we go. A bag contains only red and blue counters. The ratio of red to blue counters is 4 to 5. The total number of counters in the bag is 36. Find the number of red counters in the bag. Is it 22, 19 or 16? This is in the Daily Mirror this morning. All right, once again, a bag contains only red and blue counters. The ratio of red to blue counters is 4 to 5. So for every 4 red counters, there are 5 blue counters. Okay. The total number of counters in the bag is 36. Find the number of red counters in the bag. Is it 22, 19 or 16? So let me have a look there. A bag contains most of red is 4 to 5. So number of counters 36. So red. Well, I'll have to work that out. Red to blue counters, so it's 4 to 5. So it's 4, 8, 10, 14. No, I can't work that out. So if it's 19, I don't understand. Ratio of red to blue counters is 4 to 5. Now, you see, I'm just looking at this question now, and it doesn't. I can't work that out. So if there's 4 reds, 5 blues, 5, 10, 15. I don't know. Can't answer that question. Can't answer that question. I got unclassified in maths, incidentally. But if you ever owe me £1, I will remember. I can't answer that question. What are you lot saying? Let's have a look. Toni 19, Heidi 19, Michael 19, John 19. John was rubbish at maths. I am. Roy says 22, Mark says 19, Rachel 16, Mike 22, Toni 19, Chris is guessing. No, I won't guess, Roy. It's pointless me lying to you when I say, oh, I got that right when it's a guess, so I'm not going to do it. I told you, I'm thick. Thick as a plank, dear. Thick as a plank. Joanna 19, Roy 19, Adam 19. The answer is no, not 19, it's 16. The answer is 16. So who got that right? Rachel. Rachel got it right. The answer is 16. I'll give you the question again if you like. A bag contains only red and blue counters. The ratio of red to blue counters is 4 to 5. The number of counters in the bag is 36. Find the number of red counters in the bag. So that's the answer in the Daily Mirror. It says 16. Okay, so you all got that one wrong. Good. Much better to admit that you can't do the question than get a wrong answer, I reckon. All right? Okay, just another couple to go. Question number 6. I'm so glad I don't have to do exams anymore. Writing to inform is an example of what? Is it purpose, style, or persuasion? All right, once again, question 6. Writing to inform is an example of what? Is it purpose, style, or persuasion? Question 6. So writing to inform. Writing to inform is an example of what? I'll go with persuasion on that one. So I've got persuasion. What are you putting here? Let's have a look. Toni says purpose, Heidi persuasion, John purpose, Rachel purpose, Mike purpose, Mark, Roy, purpose. Labelle, all of the above. You had that one correct, Labelle. Adam, purpose. The answer is purpose. So I've got that wrong. Okay, the correct answer is purpose. Adrian, Pope's purpose, I assume. Tony, Adam, purpose. Right, okay, so you got purpose there. Right, next question. Ready? Next one. Number 7. Name a mineral that plants don't need for healthy growth. Name a mineral that plants don't need for healthy growth. Is it potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, or nitrogen? Name a mineral that plants don't need for healthy growth. Is it potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, or nitrogen? Which one is it? I reckon it's right, let's see what you're writing for that one. Here we go. Heidi, phosphorus. Toni, nitrogen. Mark, magnesium. Rachel, potassium. Labelle, potassium. Anyone else? John, magnesium. What do you reckon, gang? Get your answers up here. Nitrogen, Adam says. I'm kind of a little bit excited that I might have got the correct answer on this one. Mike, phosphorus. Labelle, potassium. Roy, nitrogen. Okay, let's do the answer. I've put magnesium. So here's the answer. Magnesium. Yeah, baby. Did any of you get that? I don't think anyone got that, did you? Oh, yeah, Mark got it. That's it. Mark's the only one that got that. Correct. I am correct. Yeah, baby. So what have I got? 3 out of 7 so far. Here's another. It's only 2 more to go. Question 8 of 9. Oh, God, here we go. You ready for the maths question? You ready for this? Oh, no. I don't even know if I can work out the question here. Question 8 of 9. You're going to have to write down the whole answer for this. All right? Expand and simplify, brackets, m plus 8, close bracket, bracket m minus 9, close bracket, bracket m plus 1, close bracket. Ready? Here it is again. Question 8. Expand and simplify, open bracket, m plus 8, close bracket, open bracket, m minus 9, close bracket, and open bracket, m plus 1, close bracket. Is it m8 minus 69m minus 22? Is it m3 minus 73m minus 72? Or is it m5 minus 48m minus 76? Which one is it? Tony, you haven't given a full answer there. I'll read you the question once more. I can't answer the question. I don't really understand the question, okay? So I can't answer that. Expand and simplify. Open bracket m plus 8, close brackets. Open bracket m minus 9, close brackets. Open brackets m plus 1, close bracket. Is the answer m8 minus 69m minus 22? Or is the answer m3 minus 73m minus 72? Or is the answer m5 minus 48m minus 76? Which one is it? Okay, you're all answering here. No one knows what it is. Tony says m8 minus 69. Okay, so, okay. Tony, you're the only one that's answered that. I can't answer it. I have no idea. I've always said algebra is a complete and utter waste of time. I have never ever used algebra since I left school. I think it is algebra, yeah, that's what it is. Rachel says she's too thick. I don't know. Mark says M5 minus 48M. Okay, that's the one at the bottom there. Roy, M8 69, okay. You get the 3 degrees. Well, you've worked with them, Tony. Joanna, M3, which is the second one down. Right, okay, well, I'll click on one of them. I have no idea what the question means. The correct answer is M3 minus 73M minus 72. So if you got that one, give yourself a massive pat on the back because we don't know what it means. Adam's got it right. Joanna's got it right. Rachel's got it right, but I think it might have been a guess, mightn't it, Rachel? I think that's all. That's the only people that got it right. Well, that's a very difficult one, I think. I don't even understand the bloody question there. So that's that one. All right. Well done, Rachel. One more question, just one more, and then we'll do the raffle tickets. Oh, God. Ready? It looks like a biology question. Biology question. Hang on. Right, let me just bring that up there. It's the counter. Counter's stopped working again. There it is. 1 minute. Here it is. There it is. Right. Number 9. Last question. Which is the correct neuron pathway? I'll do that again. Which is the correct neuron pathway in a reflex? Number 9. Which is the correct neuron pathway in a reflex? Is it sensory neuron, relay neuron, motor neuron? Is it sensory neuron, motor neuron, relay neuron? Or is it motor neuron, sensory neuron, or relay neuron? Okay. It's the last question. Once again, which is the correct neuron pathway in a reflex? I think I might get this one. It'll be an educated guess, this one for me. Which is the correct neuron pathway in a reflex? Is it sensory neuron, relay neuron, motor neuron? Is it sensory neuron, motor neuron, relay neuron? Or is it motor neuron, sensory neuron, relay neuron? What's the correct pathway in a reflex? So I'm going to go for that one. Right, let's see. Mike doesn't know. You've got a few answers coming in now. I won't read them out because it's a little bit confusing because you all kind of decided which way you're going to answer that. It's a bit difficult, a bit more difficult when you haven't got like the list in front of you there, is it? I'll tell you what I'm going to guess. No, it's an educated guess. I reckon sensory neuron, which would be your touch, then your relay neuron, which takes it up to the motor neuron. That's what I'm reckoning. Sensory neuron, relay neuron, motor neuron. That's the answer I'm giving, and I am correct. I thought so, yeah. Because you touch, then it's relayed up to there. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So I got that one right. Well, so there we are. Add up your scores. What did you get, gang? What did you get? The answer is yes, LaBelle says. These quizzes could take off. You never know, my dear. You never know. Right. So with 9 questions altogether. 1, 2, I got 4 out of 9. So I got number 1 right, number 4 right, number 7 right, and number 9 right. I got 4 out of 9. 2 of the questions I couldn't answer. I didn't really understand the questions. There's my answers now. View results, it says. Oh, it says I've got 5 out of 9. How's that then? Oh no, because I think I had to click one of them anyway just to get onto the answer. So there we are. It says here, regardless of how you or your loved ones do, there's always second chances and opportunities to capitalise on your successes and room for improvement. Besides, before you know, there'll be another test and step off the road of life around the corner. So there we are. There's our little thing there. What have you got there? Adrian got 5. Well done, Adrian. 4 for Mike, same as me, Mike. What did I get? 4? I got 4. 6 out of 9 for Rachel. Adam got 4. Roy says he was just right. I bet. Are you one of those people, Roy, that's always right? Joanna got 7. Well done, Joanna. Roy got 6. Mark got 6. John got 2. Tony says he's all right. LaBelle got none. There's no prizes for that, Roy. I wish I could find that fridge magnet that I bought in here to show you all. I mean, most of you know what they look like anyway, but you never know. There might be someone new watching the show, you see. I ain't put it under here, have I? I'm sure I bought it into this room. That's the thing. Not there at all, is it? Oh, God. I don't know where that's gone, that fridge magnet. Very disappointing. When you bring it all that way and then it's gone this way. I reckon it's stuck to something. It's got stuck to some piece of metal somewhere, isn't it? Anyway, there we are. Okie doke, it's raffle ticket time, boys and girls. What an exciting show today. Long show today we've done, haven't we? Let's see, is that rubbish there? I want to get onto the smell story as well. I've got a smell story for you. What's this? That's wall cladding. Throw that away, shall I? I'll keep that for a while. Oh, God, bits of paper everywhere. Oh, come on, just put that down, Chris, and stop mucking around. There we are. Right. Raffle ticket time, boys and girls. We'll be holding our raffle on Monday morning. You get one raffle ticket per show. You know that now. Okay? I've got my thing over there ready. So who wants a raffle ticket? Let's go. So this is for raffle ticket number 201. We've got up to 200 so far. That don't mean there's 200 raffle tickets for Monday's raffle. There's a lot less than that because we've already had one raffle. So I'll get my tickets ready. 201 goes to... Oh, where are we now? John Aitken gets the first one. John Aitken, you are 201. 201 for John. Don't ask for 2. Okay, you ask for 2, you get banned from the raffle. That means if you've asked for 1 in a live show, don't ask for 1 on the recorded show. If you're watching this show as a recording rather than live, I'll tell you how you can get your raffle ticket in a moment, okay? All right, there we are, John Aitken. Roy Brownlow, your ticket number 202 today. Roy asked for 1 yesterday and we couldn't work out whether he'd got 1 or not. Anyway, I had to go through all the tickets. So please don't ask me to do that again, Roy, because I had to go through all the tickets. I can't have cheating going on. 202 for you, Roy. Okay. Can you see that today? Yeah, 202, just about. 202 there for Roy. All right, Joanna, my beautiful lady. Yep, you're 203 today. Joanna. 203 for Joanna. Mike Reese-Ponto, 204. Mike Reese, there we are, 204 for you. 204 for you, there you are. 205 for Michael Lawrence. Are you on nights this week, Michael, or what, mate? He works for Waitrose, doesn't he? 205 for young Michael. Get some more out. 206 for, where are we? Where do we get to? Michael Heidi, 206. 206 Heidi, okay. 207 Diane. This is for the fridge magnet, 207. There you are. 207. Let's just scroll down a bit there. LaBelle, I never win. Oh, shut up, LaBelle. I'm going to give you one anyway. 208, even though you haven't asked. Just to shut you up. Hey, LaBelle. All right, 208 for you. Mark Kepner. 209. Kepner. 209 for Mark. All right. 210 for Adam the Plumber. 210 for Adam. There you are, Adam. 211, Toni Power, baby. Toni Power. Oh, you were asking about the karaoke Monday. Yeah, it was a good turnout Monday. Very good night. I did see a picture of you on Monday at the place in Clapham, didn't I? That didn't look particularly busy, I must say, on Monday. I was looking at that. Toni Power, there you are. 211 for you. There's my nephew, Gary Butler. He's doing a bit of work for me next week. I've ordered a shed at last. Took me months to order that. I can't part with the money, dear. It's awful. So he's putting a shed together with me, and I've got something for him that I'm giving him in return, which is I think it will be useful to him. I won't tell you what. I haven't told him what it is. I hope he's going to like it anyway. It's not new. It's not new. It's something that I've got that will be useful to you. There you are. 202, Gary. There's my nephew's one. All right. Ian Days. All right, Ian. Ticket number 213 for you, Ian. Ian Days. 213 for Ian. There you go, Ian. All right. There we are. Hello. Michael Pullman. I have to scroll. If it doesn't look like you're asking for a raffle ticket, I'll scroll past you. Otherwise, we'll never get these done, my darlings. All right. So it's got to say, I want a raffle ticket or something like that. Michael, there you go. All right, there's Michael's one. Brendan Brady, welcome along, Brendan. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. You're not with us all the time, are you? So you may not know about this. It's for a fridge magnet. A United Kingdom Talk fridge magnet. And the draw is on a Monday morning, okay? Monday morning is draw day. And that's sometime between 8:30 and 10 o'clock on a Monday morning, okay? There's your one, Brendan. So you've got 215. Brendan Brady fan, you can have a ticket for every show, all right? Now, if you watch a record, you don't have to necessarily be with us live. If you're watching a recording of the show, you can email the show at this email and say, can I have a raffle ticket? But you can only have one, whether you're watching us live or recorded. You can only have one ticket per show, okay? And you can claim for the previous show if you've not been with us live by email right up to the beginning of the next show, and then we start again. All right? So that's how it works. Adrian Richardson. Sometimes messages don't come through, Adrian. All right. 216 for you. There it is. 216. Now, let me just see if I've got your other message up there, Adrian. Doesn't look like it came in. Oh, there it is. Adrian's up there. Okay. Right, there it is. Oh, so that did come in. Martin Edwards. Good morning, Martin. Welcome to the show, young Martin. Hope you're well. Ray Reynolds watched Al Murray's great pub quiz on Saturday on Quest. Oh, I haven't seen that. From the Mayflower Rotherhive. Oh, well, that's where I used to do the quiz down there at the Mayflower. It was a good little gig, that was. What happened is that they changed the sound system, and for some reason I just couldn't get on with it. I just used to get... Oh, it was dreadful. There was this echo. It was like a delay. So I would speak, and the voice would come out of the sound system like half a second later, but enough to be extremely annoying, which I suppose I could have put up with. But the trouble was, you'd walk around and people would constantly moan that they could hear me double, sort of thing. And so I gave that up in the end. Let's have a look. Yeah, Michael's on nights at the moment, so good. I'm glad you're able to be with us, Michael, all right? Morning to Pete Branch. Good morning to you. Pete Branch, how do I get a number? You need to ask. You need to say, can I have a raffle ticket or something like that, or ticket please, anything like that. If you put something else as your message, then I'll skip over it while we're doing the raffle tickets. Otherwise, we'll never get to the end of them, all right? So you must put raffle ticket or number please, something like that. If you start going into a conversation with me, I'll read your message and move on to the next one. All right, my darlings? Otherwise, it's just impossible. You don't know who's asking for raffle tickets and who isn't. 217 for you, Peter. All right, 217. Pete Branch, Claire. All right, Claire. 218 for Claire. Oh, she loves her holidays. I'd like one of those motorhome, a Winnie Bager, something like that. Aren't they fantastic, Claire? Oh, they cost some money, they do. 218 for you, Claire. All right, Pete Branch, didn't I just do one for you? Gee, this is where it gets a bit funny. When people ask twice and I'm not sure. Yeah, 217 for you. You've got one there, Peter. All right. Sorry, I didn't get down to that. How do I get a number? So I gave you one there. Claire, Peter, John Aitken, don't tell LaBelle you'll give her one. She might think differently. Stop that, John. It's not that sort of programme, darling. Good morning to Graham Lang. Mr. Blue, True Blue is there. Morning, Graham, you lovely man. Oh, Graham's fab. He comes in the pub. Graham Lang. Thanks, Graham. What have we got there? 219. There you are, Graham. All right. Remember, gang, if I catch you asking for two, you have all your tickets taken out and you won't be able to do it again, won't be able to join in future. I'd be more excited it was a date. I will meet up with you at some point, Lebet. It won't be a date, though. I don't think we're suitably matched, darling. I think as friends, don't you hate that one? I think we could be friends, but I don't think it will go any further. You're not butch enough, darling. And I don't see a tattoo on any of your photographs or a muscle, come to that. I haven't got either. All right, Brendan Brady fan, I gave you a ticket. You got a ticket. Oh, hang on a minute. It's my mate. Hello, Ron. Hello. All right. Yes. Yes. Bag of chips. Oh, we like her, don't we? No, exactly. I'm still doing my show, darling, at the moment, so I'll call you afterwards. All right, love. Oh, 9:30. No, it was 9 o'clock, actually. We've gone on a bit today. There was lots of stories to tell. Anyway, people are waiting for their raffle tickets. I'll call you straight away afterwards. Are you on there? Go on there and people will talk to you. Well, you can't ask by phone, dear. You've got to put a message on there. No favouritism. I don't care if you're dying or not. Goodbye. Dear me, honestly, people want preferential treatment. Family, best friends, no one has preferential treatment. But the only people that could have preferential treatment are my nieces and nephews. That's about it. And even they don't get it. There we are. Where are we now? Oh, yeah, Brendan Brady's got his ticket. There we are. Rachel's seen the magnets. I'm really sorry. I bought one here to show the people who haven't seen them yet, and I just can't find it. I've got them up at the studio in Bracknell in Berkshire, so you'll see one on Saturday or Sunday morning, okay, depending on when we can do one. Graham's got to buy a fridge. Will you be doing a raffle for a fridge in the future? No. Let's have a look there. Winnie Bago. I'd love one of those, Heidi. Let's have a look. I think, is that it? Is that it? Yes, you got your ticket. Was Ronnie on the phone? Yeah. Talking about RuPaul's bag of chips. Is doing RuPaul's bag. She's very talented, bag of chips. There we are. There's my mate. Ronnie's there. Say hello to him. If you ask him, he'll tell you how his illnesses is going at the moment, okay? He's very sick at the moment, my friend. I shall be seeing him at the weekend for about 2 minutes. I'll have to have masks and everything. He's a bit of a dangerous thing he's got. Number 220 for you, Ronnie. There you go. Number 220. Oh, you see, LaBelle changes it round now. Now that I said that, she says, I wasn't thinking about a date with you in particular. Of course you were, LaBelle. Right, that's it. Tommy Flynn. Oh, okay, I'll do one more. Tommy Flynn, that's it now. No more raffle tickets given out live. If you're still there and you haven't asked for one yet, then you can email into the show. I've done yours, Tommy. You're 221, okay? Tommy Flynn. Ticket number 221 for you, Tommy. There you go. All right, darling. Okay, that's the raffle tickets for today. If you're still there and you haven't asked for a raffle ticket then, please email into the show. Also, if you're watching the show as a recording, you can email into the show for your raffle ticket. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, and I will reply to you, okay, by email with a ticket number. I won't be able to enter into conversations with you by email because I just haven't got the time to do that. You'll get a little number back, little note back that says like number 456 or whatever it is. All right, sweethearts, there we are. So have a little chat with Ronnie there. Before we do today's birthdays, I could have done a 3-hour show today. I kid you not. I've got enough here to do a 3-hour show this morning. I really have. But there you go. You know, time is one of those things that I don't have much of. But yes, so last night, I had a lovely time last night. I went over to my nephew's house, Gary and his wife Stacey. And they had all the great nephews and great nieces round there last night, bar one. James, he wasn't there last night. That's the little one. He's is he 2 yet, or is he coming up to 2? I can't remember now. Can't remember if he's 2 or coming up to 2. Anyway, so there was great nephew George. There was great niece Emily. There was great niece Evie. There was great nephew Harry, and there was great niece Olivia, all at my nephew's house last night. So I went in. And of course, when the children are all together, they're all playing together. So you're not really noticed, except when you come in the door. So I come in the door and I could hear them upstairs. My nephew was sitting on the settee playing a computer game. He was downloading this computer game. My nephew does computer games. He's the older nephew. I think he's 35 now. You see, to me, my 35-year-old nephew is still 5. You understand what I mean by that? If you've got children or anything like that, you'll understand exactly what I mean by that. Anyway, so I'm sitting on the settee. I could hear them upstairs, so I crept upstairs, and they spotted me, and immediately they left what they were doing and come and hugged me. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And screaming out and the noise going on upstairs. So we had quite a nice night, and then I went back downstairs, and they were playing upstairs, and I was watching the telly with my nephew, and I was just having a general chit-chat with everyone down there, which was all very nice. Got a nice cup of tea. And then I think a couple of hours passed, and the children, we tried to send the children to bed, or my nephew's wife tried to send the children to bed. So they're upstairs. So we're sitting there watching the telly or having a chat. And great nephew Harry come downstairs. And Harry says, "Mum," and of course Stacey's gone, "You're supposed to be in bed. Go back to bed. I can't sleep." He says, "Someone really stinks." And I started giggling, I did. And she said, "Go to bed. Mum, we can't sleep. Someone really stinks tonight." And Gary said, "That's because you've got the fan, because their house is very hot. I don't know why. Whenever you go to their house, it's never, ever cold. Isn't that strange? It's never cold in that house." And Gary says, "It's because the fan is there. You're blowing the smell back in." And she said, "Go to bed. But someone stinks, Mum. Have you got anything to take away the smell?" Anyway, eventually he went back upstairs. And we left it a couple of minutes. And then Gary, my nephew, went up. And I followed him up. And we literally, we were at the top of the stairs kind of peering around the door to see if we could see what was going on. And then we were spotted, I think, by great nephew George. That's my niece's little boy. And him, followed by all the others, all the other 3. Olivia, remember, great niece Olivia, she's not upstairs because she's permanently in like a bed type thing. She's severely disabled. But they're all upstairs. And then George, he seemed to be the team leader. Oh dear, seems to be the team leader. He comes out of the bedroom and goes into the bathroom, followed by the other 3, right? And they all start ripping out bits of toilet paper. "What are you doing with them?" And they start shoving them up their nose. We haven't worked out yet who's doing the farting, but they're all blaming great niece Evie. She's the oldest one out of all of them. They're blaming her, although she's in the toilet as well, shoving bits of paper up their nose. So they all come out. Remember the ages of these people? We're talking 7, 6, 5s and 4s. Okay? So they all traipse out of the bathroom with literally bits of toilet paper screwed up and shoved up their noses. And then Harry comes over to me with a long piece of toilet paper. He says, Can you tie this round my head so that I can't smell anymore? But the best part of it was when Harry came down the stairs. He's 6 and he says, "Mum, someone really stinks upstairs." Oh, what a laugh. And I told my mate on the phone that he was just absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious there. All right, so there we are. I thought you'd like that story. All righty, good you're talking to Ronnie there. He could do with a little bit of a friends thing going down there. All right. As I say, he is pretty bad at the moment, my darlings. But hopefully they'll be able to sort that out. Carry on talking to her. LaBelle says, "Did someone need to be changed?" Yeah, probably me actually, LaBelle. No, none of them are in nappies. You know, they're all past that age now. But that's the other thing the other day. Great nephew James. I was sitting around my sister's house. It was quite late actually, because that was on the Tuesday, because I got up here really late Tuesday. I say late, you know, and as in like, you know, I got to my sister's house I think about 9 o'clock at night, and James I think came in the room, and he kept going poo poo and pointing downwards. I didn't know what he meant until he walked past. Oh God blimey, the smell. All right. While you're just chatting to Ronnie, I must let you know, if you don't know how the message system works, I think once the show finishes, I think you can still continue to chat to each other if you want on the message board, continuing sort of after I finish. I think once the picture goes up, I believe you might have to wait a little while for the I'm not exactly sure how that carries on actually, whether you can still message each other after the show finishes, but I think you can within that message thing, so that's up to you. All right, good. Let's do today's messages then, boys and girls. What a long show we've done today. Look, I didn't expect that. Didn't expect to do that at all today. Happy birthday on this Thursday, the 22nd of August 2019 to Jones Jane, who I have to say, I do see your post, Jones Jane, and you do talk an awful lot of sense, my darling. A big happy birthday to you on this Thursday. Did I say Tuesday then? Thursday, of course. Thursday, the 22nd of August 2019. Happy birthday to Jones Jane. Happy birthday to Joly Raffi. Good morning. 31 years old. She comes and sings at the karaoke sometimes. Very talented. She plays the piano as well. Happy birthday to you, Joly. Michael Appleton. Morning, Michael. Happy birthday to you. Dalila Porcu today is 27 years old. Toni in. Morning, Toni. Long time no see. 35 years old today. Joy Nelson. Oh, Joy. 52 today. Happy birthday, Joy. Such a long time I've known you now, haven't I, my darling? Haven't seen you for a long time as well. Joy was one of the first people, her and Charlotte, to welcome me into the Black Cap as a new DJ back in 1989. Really, it's that long ago, isn't it? I can't believe it. Happy birthday to you, Joy. 87 or 89, one of the two. I can never remember which one it is. I think it's 87, actually. 87, 97, 07, 65. No, 89, 99, 09. And I left 2000. Oh, I can't remember now. It doesn't matter. It's years ago, though. Happy birthday to you, Joy. She runs her own pub now, or she was doing. I haven't seen her for a while. In Sydenham. Not too far from the Golden Lion. What's the name of the pub she's running? The Bell. The Bell in Sydenham she runs. Happy birthday, Joy. Maxine Crystal Girl Thomas. Good morning, Maxine. Happy birthday to you. Nick Harmon today is 37 years old. And Michael James is birthday today as well. So happy birthday, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Okay, that's it for the show today, gang. Once again, as I say, I think according to LaBelle, you can still continue to chat to each other after the show is finished, which I didn't know that worked like that. So do continue to chat to Roy, because a little bit It must be awful being in isolation. I've never been in isolation. It's happened to him a few times, actually. I remember going in last time. He was about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I think, and he had bird flu or pig flu, one of those flus. And literally, I had to go in and put a mask on and gloves and all this, that and the other for my protection, actually. Not for his protection, but my protection, you know. So, and you've got to put these things on properly. I've got to be honest, wearing that bloody mask over your mouth is awful. It's really awful, having that thing on your face. That's probably why I can't do... what's that thing where you go in the water with that mask on and a pipe? Snorkeling. I couldn't do snorkeling. I was in Australia, actually, gone out to the Barrier Reef on a little boat. You go out ever so long way. You're on this boat for, I mean, over an hour while you're going out to the Barrier Reef, and then they give you the snorkel. And this thing goes in your mouth and over your face. Oh, couldn't have it, dear. I can't have anything on my face like that, dear. Does my head in. Thank you very much. All right. Good. That's it. I think we're done now. There we go. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening to the show today, gang. Tonight I'll be in Cleethorpes. If you're in northeast of the country, northeast of England, I'm hosting karaoke tonight. That's at the Silhouette Bar, 38 Alexandra Road in Cleethorpes. Starts at 9 o'clock. It's a nice night. It's not massively busy, so you'll get three or four songs in, I would imagine. Okay, but it's a lovely night. Friendly people in there, and then we do get prizes as well there. I think there's 2 prizes altogether. One of the prizes is a voucher for a restaurant, which the governor also owns. He's a lovely bloke. Lee is his name. Really nice bloke to work for, or with. I work with. So that's nice. Can't stream from Cleethorpes, unfortunately. Their internet signal isn't very fast there. I just cannot get a fast enough upload speed. If I did it from there, it would be very pixelated, and you can't really watch that. It's difficult to watch, okay? So that's it. And yeah, a nice night. So that's where I am tonight, every Thursday, up at Silhouette Bar in Cleethorpes. Enjoy the rest of your day, boys and girls. I'll see you again for another show, hopefully tomorrow morning. Bye-bye now.